so like you have grip in some places and like grip in nowhere. It's like it's unknown. You just go like hope for the best, you know, like brakes on.
You raced here last year?
Yeah, and I like this track when it's dry.
A pista está muito boa, tem algumas zonas com inclinação que são um pouco perigosas porque está muito escorregadio, tem lama, mas estou-me a sentir bem, é um pouco física, mas acho que em geral é muito boa.
What would be your advice for the riders racing this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's going to rain all weekend a little bit, and we just deal with it as it comes. I'll be up on track looking at lines, watching stuff, looking for lines that might change, because when it's wet, a lot of extra stuff will come out in the dirt, and so I'll be up there constantly looking at the lines and telling the boys where to go and helping them.
In terms of this track specifically, it's a very different track. It's a pretty gnarly track. Yes. Are there any special setups, any special deals that the guys want?
Yeah, this track is quite steep. I think this is the 10th year running of this race. We're here actually for the very first test event before the first World Cup. And now the track has definitely changed quite a bit as well, because when we first arrived here 10 years ago, it was quite more loamy. The rocks still had moss on them, and now the dirt has pushed away and there's more rocks out. And the track is so steep that, yeah, there's definitely some changes. Sometimes the riders will put a spacer under the stem to raise the bars just to sit back on the bike more, and we'll do a little bit of change in the suspension as well. And yeah, and it's been quite wet here so far this week, and that's something we haven't seen here at Sol, Valley of the Sun. I can't remember ever a rain race here. I remember some practice with rain, but it'll make the conditions quite different if it's wet.
What are the main worries? Tires and suspension? Is that what you guys main worry about the setup?
Yeah, suspension a lot, because yeah, the bike have to work like really rail balance, but on a steep track, so it's a lot of work on the suspension, trying to find a good balance, and obviously tires too, to find the grip. We work also on wheels, just to make the bike like comfortable enough, but still fast enough too.
Yeah, I really like it here. I think it's probably one of my favorite tracks on the circuit, and just because it's so natural and hard, and not many tracks are like that these days, so it's pretty special to come back here every year.
Cool, cool. Do you use any telemetry on your setup? What do you take into consideration to come up with your best setup?
Yeah, so Kevin and I work together. We've used telemetry once or twice, but at the races we don't use it. So this weekend is just sort of going by how I feel on track and what Kevin thinks will work best for this track. And since we've come here 2 years in a row, he can set the bike up sort of how we had it last year, but just make it better and more efficient. And over the weekend we'll get faster and faster coming to race day.
You like that kind of track? Very steep, very technical?
Yeah, it's my kind of track, I think. So yeah, I like them.
How hard is the competition on the junior guys?
Yeah, it's really close with Kai, so it's a good battle between us, and can't wait to see what's.
How do you prepare your mind going up for a race like this?
I don't know. I just stay how I am and just ride my bike, and if everything is ready, I'm ready. So just ride fast as I can and no mistakes, and we'll see the time at the finish.
You ran here before. Do you like this track?
Yeah, I really like this track. It's always been one of my favorites. It's one of the hardest, kind of roughest tracks on the circuit, which this year is not ideal because of my injury, but we'll do what we can.
How do you set up your bike for this? I know it's very steep and that might be a little slippery with the rain.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, I'm kind of starting on just the same settings as I have at most of the other tracks, or at least really close, at least for the first few runs, and we'll kind of go from there. If it starts raining a lot, then we'll probably change tires and maybe start tweaking the suspension a little bit. So we're starting where I'm normally comfortable, and then we'll kind of just adjust from there.